So for the last few years I've been using this Apple Watch Series 4 ever since it came out in 2018. So it's a pretty good watch. It has served me for very good years, but it has died on me. The battery simply stopped working, charging. It turns on and then automatically off. It's a problem that's normal with these Apple Watches when they're used for long periods of time. And today I finally got my hands on the new Apple Watch Series 11. So it was a great time to buy one. Since it's on with discounts in several stores. Discounts can be up to $150, so pretty great deals. And today I'll be talking you and giving you a review on it. So let's start the video. So for starters, it's been the pretty same package for the few years. I don't have a top view, so I won't show you the unboxing. I'll show you what's inside the box. So you open the box, then you have inside two other boxes, one with the Apple Watch and the other with straps. So let's start with the straps. So you just open and take out the straps, which are in a cardboard piece like this. You take them off and you have them like this. And now the Apple Watch box, which is more like this. So I'll take it off and show you what's inside. Okay, so inside it we have our Apple Watch, which is pretty small. It comes like this, involved in a, I don't know if it's a cardboard piece or something to protect it from scratches. We have the charging cable and the usual paperwork, which comes like this, pretty small. So let's take out just the Apple Watch. We don't need the rest for this. So like I said, you have the small Apple Watch like this. You take it out of the cardboard part. The Apple Watch already comes with some battery for you to set it up. So you slide the pieces like this on the Apple Watch. And yes, you have it like this. To set it up, you just need to turn it on, turn on your phone, put them close, and they will start pairing, just like more or less the AirPods do nowadays. So I've already set up mine and already have used it for some time. So I'll start telling you about it and the main difference, what I found very good, what I find that's new, that is relevant to me, the nice things about it. So I'll start. So let's start with the display and the design. So it's giant, the difference between the screen. The Series 11 screen extends much closer to the edges compared to the Series 4. So the very first thing that I saw was the display when I opened the Apple Watch. So the Series 5 came in, it was the 44mm size, and the 11 series is the 46mm. So the difference might only be 2mm, but it's pretty big, the step up from one to another. And the bezels are much smaller on this new one. So not only the size has improved, but the tech on it also. The Series 11 also features the new OLED display that can brighten up to a crazy 2000 nits of peak brightness, while the Series 4 maxed out at around 1000 nits. So going outside with it in the sun or in a light environment, it's a whole new experience. And of course, the Series 11 has the always on display, which has been also on previous Apple Watch series models. However, it was not available on the Series 4. And for me, it's actually a nice improvement, because I don't have to be always turning up turning up my wrist or turning it to the sides so that it lights up, which happened to me on the Series 4. I can just peek with my with the eye on the corner see what time is it without picking up the wrist and turning it on to see for it to light up. So in terms of speed and Siri, and you now also have, it's pretty much faster. This new Apple Watch, it has a new processor which is it's really faster compared to the Series 4. It also has gestures, for example the double tap or the flick the wrist to dismiss messages. So they are nice, and I wouldn't say it's game changing for me, but they are nice. There are some occasions which they could be useful. You also so the Series 4 also show its age. It's ran out of updates. Some apps would be slow. It was getting, we could already see the difference in age, and it was getting older. So the Series 11 has a modern ultra efficient processor that handles everything instantly. Siri now produces commands entirely on device, which means there are no more waiting for it to talk to you and connect to the cloud. If you want to talk to it, if you want, you can talk to it and it will respond to you instantly. So now speaking about on health tracking. So this Apple Watch has evolved a lot over the years. So there's also so back in 2018, the Series 4 was a big deal because it introduced the ECG capability. So you could take EKGs with your Apple Watch on your wrist, but the Series 11 now turns it into a whole different level. So since the Series 4 was released, Apple has also a blood oxygen sensor, highly precise skin temperature sensors, and even sleep apnea detection, which analyzes your breathing disturbances overnight. And if you're a swimmer or diver, the Series 11 has now a built-in depth gauge and a water temperature sensor. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, the battery life. So Apple Watch competes with a lot of products. For example, this Polar Watch, which has a battery life of around 1 week without using it for exercise tracking. If you use it for exercise tracking, the battery size, it's around, if it's continuously, it will be around 72 hours. So it has to have a pretty nice battery to keep it in competition with these other watches. So this Apple Watch, compared to the Series 4, the Series 11 doesn't have a much bigger battery. However, it has more or less around the same advertised battery life, which is 18 to 24 hours. But the main difference is not the battery size, it's the charging speed. So this Series 11 can charge up from 0 to 80% in just 30 minutes, which is mind-blowing. Before, when I wanted to charge my Apple Watch Series 4, it would take hours. So if I forgot, for example, to take it at night and put it to charge, I'd be stuck waiting for it to charge for 1 to maybe 3 hours even, if it was really slow. So if you want, you can now use it, for example, at night, track your sleep with it, which is a pretty nice feature that Apple has invested on. And when you wake up, before you take a shower, you just put it to charge, you go take a shower, maybe dress up, and when you come back and take it out, it will be fully charged or with enough battery to last the whole day. So guys, before we end, like I said, this is just a small review. If you want a more in-depth video, let me know in the comments. And so, was the Apple Watch Series 11 worth it for me? So I'd say yes. If you're coming from a Series 4, 5, 6 or even a 7, the difference is a little bit big already, so it's a pretty good upgrade. And sometimes for example, if you don't have upgrade already, you don't have any more software upgrades, it starts to be like important, I wouldn't say important, but it justifies already to upgrade the watch. But if you're in Series 8, 9, 10, you can hold on for a few more years until it stops working, or you start to feel that the Apple Watch is not working as it used to. So yes, like I said, Guys, let me know in the comments below what's your Apple Watch model, and tell me if you're going to upgrade to the Series 11 or if you're waiting for the Series 12 that will be released in a couple of months, I believe. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and yeah guys, see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoy the video.